Well, hello everybody, and welcome. It's kind of crazy because good morning. I immediately like looked at the thing and my stream info was completely wrong and I don't even know where that came from, and that was like the text from my Instagram post earlier today, which is not at all anything we were looking for. So, super fun stuff there, you guys. But welcome! I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, I've never been at the start of a stream. Yeah, I mean, we're here. Good morning. This is the start of the stream, but it's also a very short stream. I typically don't stream on Tuesdays, but tomorrow I am working and doing a bunch of stuff, so I decided I'd jump on here for a little bit, and then yeah, I want to hang out. I have a bunch of events. I finally made a graphic on all of the billions of events going on, and I wanted to share it with you guys, kind of go over it, talk about it, and then I think that'll be pretty cool, you know, in general. But other than that, how have you guys been? It's only been, what, less than a few hours since I've last seen you? Not like a few hours, but, you know. All right, so has everybody been doing anything fun over the last little bit? I know, let's see. What was tomorrow? We had Illumiteers last night with Liam. They had a guest, was Kurt and Fumbles, and I really liked it because they did the whole like what was their favorite card, and they didn't release it until the very end. So there was like a really funny thing that happened when they talked about Sapphire, and I don't know if anybody was surprised, but I think I laughed for a really long time. And let's see if I can find the screenshot. And it's gone. Oh, there we go. This like cracked me up last night. Everybody was talking about the cards and talking about what... Interesting. So every time I try to click on something, something else blows up. You know what I mean? Well, I can hear music, but I guess you guys can't hear music. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but good morning. So yeah, this was really funny to me. They all picked the same Sapphire card. It was just Merryweather, which, you know. Well, I'm awake now. I just had a big beetle crawling on my back and my neck and smashed the thing. It was a tag, and nope, it was a bug. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, rip to your friend. It was a short-lived experience, but yeah, so this was Kurt, Xenulus, and Fumble's take on Sapphire, that Merryweather is just the best card. I thought that was a very interesting thing that ended up happening there. Let's see if you can find... Let's see. Top 5 cards. That's what it was. Ah! Top 5 cards. Ooh. And it was really cool because they discussed like their top 5 cards. They also discussed like the favorite art and things like that. But here we go. This was really interesting to me. Kurt and Fumbles both are like, toys are coming for us, right? They talked about it like for a while here, and just the what's up, Jack? And just like the value that you get and the things that are possible with a card like this. And
play the 1-drop Woody, play Bullseye on turn 2, and then
Bullseye
shift Woody
also,
on
yeah.
turn 3. I mean, just the stats and the cost for what Bullseye can do, also being a solid singer.
Sing the
It
song.
just
That's
comes down
probably
to
the
turn
best
earlier,
card
so he
in
can
this
sing
deck.
a Cood. He can sing. He can sing Strength of a Raging Fire. Fits just automatically well into Amber Steel.
He's also the best singer for
Not
You've Got a
dogs.
Friend in Me.
You've got
Also
a
the
friend in
best
me.
singer for You've Got a
Yeah.
Friend in Me. I mean, he's just
You got a friend in me is crazy.
Bullseye, I think, is going to be a very, very powerful card. And at a common and Amber, I just think he's going to be incredibly represented in a lot of decks. And if you're playing Woody, you're going to be playing Bullseye.
Notably, yeah, these two cards just like work together, right? So, dogs are still coming for us. The thing is like dogs are coming for us, but it's just going to be updated dogs. Because if you don't think that like Ham and some other things don't like just slot perfectly into dogs, and like Jesse just in dogs is a kind of egregious. So, I think it's still coming for us, but toys are a lot stronger than people are anticipating. So. Whoa, very cool. Okay. And yeah, so yeah, toys makes dogs way better. Did Bullseye even speak in the movies? How's he singing? I think he sings. Dog toys? Yeah, dog toys is probably a really good name for what's about to happen to us. Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, they wanted to make the toy synergy good, and it appears as though they have. These are some very, very strong cards, but of course, oh, gosh. Like, if you play a tramp for free, then it triggers Jessie, and then she can just -1 some stuff, or you sing, or you do this, or you do literally anything. Literally anything. And then if we get down to some of the other cards, I mean, we just started in Amber, and Woody is just, like, the machine that is going to drive all of this, because you can relate it to like Lady, like Shift Lady, because you're just getting the cards. This was the funny one. I thought it's just a solid card. You curve into this card, it's got ward, it stays around your 4-drop, and any Sapphire deck was going to be one of your most important 4-drops. So the fact that this sucker has ward and it's just doing better than Nakoma is pretty good.
It might become one of the de facto 4-drops for any Sapphire deck.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good card. Whoop. And if you want to watch the whole thing, you absolutely can. And go make sure you're liking this video and giving Liam and Xenulus a little bit of love on their show here. But let's see. Jessie has like 5 paragraphs of text on her, on all which help both dogs and toys both together. Yeah, like Jessie is a crazy card. Jessie is a very, very good card, and she is probably one of the better ones in the set, if not like top. She's like a build around, but everything that you need to build around her is already strong. So you're just kind of cooking, right? Which, yikes. And then this card is just solid. It's a lot of times if your 4-drop gets blown out of the water, you're in trouble. So that's why Nakoma was really good, because she had sticking power. But this is straight up in Sapphire. It's got ward. It comes down a turn sooner than Scuttle, and everybody really, really liked Scuttle. The only thing is it quests for 1, but at the same time, I think it coming down a turn sooner and having the stats that it does doesn't matter. This card is annoying. Ward is real good in this meta. I think this was their favorite Enchanteds. So, Kurt even saying, like, Touch the Sky is just really good. Which, a lot of the things in this meta right now are build around. So, if you're having to evaluate everything in terms of, oh, it's a build around, Touch the Sky becomes an incredible card. Woody, Bullseye, Shift Sing, you got a friend, play stuff for free, Jessie draws costs. Yeah, it's all like, if you get the perfect line of the toy deck, it's just insane. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Woo! Randy Newman intensifies. 100%. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like, I guess, like, You Got a Friend in Me is like so good in this deck. There's so many good lines. Yeah, like the deck is just versatile. It all works together. And I think the thing that I've said the most when evaluating the cards for these set is that like so many of them are just build around cards. And so, you know, typically a build around card isn't like, you don't really rate it that very like high. Oh my god. Okay, that's odd one. What are we doing? We're talking about cards per usual. But what I'm saying is if everything is a build around, then all of a sudden you have to shift your line of thinking in the way that you evaluate cards, right? And yes, there's going to be cards that are like, okay, this is just a straight good card. But I think there's really only two, maybe one or two of those per ink color this set to where you're like, this card is just good on its own. And the rest of the cards you have to evaluate from a build around perspective. So if that's what you're doing, You Got a Friend in Me, busted. Touch the Sky, busted. Buzz Lightyear, very good, very, very good, but harder to get where you need it to be. But him and Zero to Hero are actually hilarious in a deck. And the a lot of the stuff that Kurt was talking about, he talked a lot about Ruby and Emerald, and he was mentioning all the stuff that we were building in my Ruby Emerald deck. So, hello. You can either go like free spot removal, Akud to trigger Jesse, then in Steel, or like random free guys in Ruby with 6-cost finisher that gains you lore to close out the game. Yep, there's like so many things you can do. I like the Amber and Ruby version of it, but that's just because I love Ruby cards, but there's so many options. I'm sure the Amber and Emerald version of it is probably the stronger one, but it just depends on how much removal you hit, right? Going through. Whee! Lots to talk about. Lots of moving parts for Buzz to work, but once he gets going, he's really good. Yeah, and that's kind of what it's like. He takes a lot more setup. Like, You Got a Friend in Me doesn't really take that much setup. Touch the Sky, if you're running a location deck, it does not take that much setup. It's a very good card, and it's a lot of it is a lot of card advantage in a color that doesn't really get color. Like, you know, if you do Ruby Steel, Touch the Sky is like the best card in your deck, right? All right, we all understand Lenny, don't we? We all understand the implications of Lenny. I'm sure it was discussed in guesses for the set, but it would love an action where Andy is coming and all toys are exerted. Yeah, that was cool. Like, everybody's like, oh, Andy's coming, and then like all your toys have to like, but that would be like a Demona-esque ability, and that would be insane. But maybe it's coming later. I'm sure they have that one in like the back of their minds, but let's see. Lenny is just good. He's a toy. He can double sing. He takes something out of your opponent's hand. You can deal with him, or you can't deal with him. And if you don't, like, he's like a better Ursula Deceiver, but then he's also like a Deceiver of all, just stapled on a toy, which is very relevant. So yeah, Lenny's a good card. Keep him in your fears. Lenny singing Akud. Lenny's singing really anything. Lenny could sing Akud, and then he could sing Strength of a Raging Fire. It's like...
Those is Return of Hercules. I think that card got a lot of nice, sweet tools.
Yep,
and I think Mylith Thatch fits perfectly.
Yeah, everybody's already scared of this. Putting this in Sapphire and Sapphire and Emerald. How can Lenny sing if he has no... He talks in the movie. He does talk in the movie. And Coming Up Fast is actually really funny because it's at the end where he's looking at the truck, and Buzz and RC Car and Woody are like doing the rocket, and he's like, coming up fast, and then like, yeah, like, oh, that's cool. He talks in the movie. He does, because they're like, Lenny, get over here. And so Lenny goes and helps him, and they're like, what do you see? And then he tells them. He talks. The only one that doesn't really talk is, I think, is RC. He just like makes a bunch of wheel noises. But yeah, Emerald Sapphire. This is a great card. Emerald Ruby. It's another just banger card to get out quickly, because, you know, when you choose and discard a card to return, you just bounce their thing, and then you're just drawing cards. And he's like Ward. He's got 3 lore on him. It's crazy. It could also be just an Andy character with that effect, although it would be a bit odd if that Andy was a direct counter to his own toys. Yeah, that's true. I really well. I mean, I guess it's like you. Yeah. Yeah. RC and Bullseye don't really talk, but the toys understand them. Yeah. Yeah. And then RC is good as well. I think like the one cost toy thing is really good. I think in draft he becomes a little bit annoying because he's more of like, you know, you want to you can't really do anything with him until maybe turn 1, but I'm not putting a ton of 1-drops in my thing. Yeah, he's got like a Chewbacca thing. Yeah, he's like, yeah, and he makes like the wheel noises. He makes like, yeah, and they're like, what is it, boy? And they're like, Woody and Buzz, or, you know, I don't, but yeah, having the ability to have like this body, like the 3-2 with the 1 lore on it, it's also inkable and it's a toy. Like, I think it being a toy makes this card really, really good. I think if it was not a toy, I think it would be not as good, and we probably wouldn't look at this card twice. But because it's a toy and the stats and everything, it makes it really nice. This card is terrible into steel, but who's playing steel? Am I right? Let's see. Womp, 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 womp. I think they talked about the art for a while, so because John Loren did the art for Milo and the Enchanted. All right. Bullseye just has like mime expressions. Yeah. So this was my favorite slide because like I was like, oh, Fumbles is playing Core, Zenulus is playing Infinity, and Kurt is playing 3D chess. Because obviously we all know Dale. We don't have to talk about Dale. And Diablo is busted in half in Infinity, especially in Emerald Steel. So it's just a good card. Better Smee, if you will. But, and the condition to have a villain in play is just really easy. So, yeah. But then Kurt...
It definitely didn't just look...
Kurt is like... I liked it because he was talking about potentially playing... He was going to pick either the Amethyst Mrs. Incredible, or he decided to pick the Mr. Incredible. Woohoo! Thank you for the follow, Miss... Did you? Let me know if I got that right. And if I didn't get it right, my bad. I want to get to the part where Kurt was talking about Mr. Incredible because he was mentioning, hi, how are you? He was mentioning that he did like this for Ruby Enro. Juju, okay, thank you. I'll just call you Juju. That works out. Am I saying something bad when I say that? Hopefully not. But yeah, he was mentioning Ruby Emerald again with this, or at least alluding to it as far as like what he wants to be able to do with this card. We do love an inkable, so let's see what he says about this.
The shift target part is...
There we go.
And a shift target. I mean, it kind of has everything, right? So
yeah, the shift target part is
that's
really solid for green steel, honestly. Yeah, I had Diablo and Dale also in my top 10, pretty much top 5, but I wanted to have like a nice mix of top 5 cards. And Diablo's stats are just really good. Same with Dale. But yeah.
Let's talk about Mr. Incredible though, Kurt.
Yeah, so Mr. Incredible, it was either Mr. or Mrs. Incredible that I wanted to include for this because I think they're both pretty good. But I decided to go with Mr. Incredible. He's just a little more interesting of a card. Mrs. Incredible, while solid, just does the same old Amethyst stuff, where Mr. Incredible is finally a way for Ruby to draw some more cards. But also, we have a couple sweet superheroes or villains already around. We have Isis, who just works really well in a deck that wants to challenge anyways, and is a 4-cost 4/4 on her own right. And then you also have Frozone coming out as well as another way to exert characters to get Mr. Incredible going.
So he's thinking
also just having a shift is pretty good. The extra strength I think doesn't matter that much. But yeah, I think it's just also a type that there's going to be more. Yeah, Mrs. Incredible is a bit more flexible. Very nice. And, you know, but I do think Mr. Incredible has not only a decent shot of seeing some play, but just the card that has the most upside going forward, especially after a rotation and after we get an Incredible 2 set possibly. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Kurt looking in the future.
It's a good gotcha card too. Like, you know, red has a lot of very strong like fighters, and then you know you get afraid to quest. Mr. Incredible opens
put
up
him in a
the,
Maximus
like,
deck, right? Maximus deck for Mr. Incredible. I know JD's like been thinking about it, working on it. Yeah, I just liked how Kurt picked some of the more the not obvious cards. The ones that have like the most potential like leading up to it. Let's see. Fumbles, I can't make up my mind. Rule breaking extra 3 top 5 cards. Oh my gosh. They're saying Peppa is really good. How have you guys felt about Peppa in testing? I mean, obviously Firefly Swarm is better than everybody thought it was going to be. I mean, it's just uninkable brawl, but then if you satisfy the condition, which can be satisfied by popping popsicles or whatever in Infinity, so you're just turning that 3 cost into a Dragonfire, and that seems pretty good. And the cost of Madrigal, obviously, we're like in a deck with Raging Storm, or if something, you know, or if potentially you are just going to go the super ultra Healy route, which I haven't seen that deck yet. So maybe we'll build that today. Maybe we'll go straight healing. Peppa, see, Markoth, Peppa is in running for the best of the card of the set. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to each of your other characters. Once during your turn, whenever you remove a damage from one of your characters, draw a card. So, I mean, I guess you play this before you play a cat. And since Cat's already doing the thing that satisfies her condition, it's like you play her, play Cat, move the damage, draw a card, take out one of their things, potentially. So, I mean, I can see that as like, you know, this is just makes Cat even better, which is horrifying, if I'm being honest, right? Like, I don't love that. Fungus, don't be a Dash gamer. I mean, I guess, is everybody getting got by Dash? Or have we all figured it out? Card's too good. It's so good nobody wants to play it until there's a DLC, and then you guys are all gonna get dashed into the floor. Madrigal toy deck, huh? Is that a thing? And what would that look like? Let's see. All right. I had Isabella on the board, played Peppa, and used Can't Hold It Back Anymore to move all the damage across to kill something and gain 6 lore. Okay, Markoth, you actual monster. That's pretty good. Your deck is extremely wide, though. Or your board was extremely wide. That's crazy. Yeah, so that was their, you know, each of their top 5 cards. I thought that was really interesting. Again, let me throw this in the chat. That way you guys can pop over, take a look, and if you want to hear what a few more professional players were saying about the cards as opposed to me rambling on about it. But I was there for it, but I wanted to talk about it. I was definitely there. Apparently you were too. What's up? Good morning. But I was like popping in and out, so I didn't see like a ton of all of it, but at the same time, apparently you've been testing Peppa. Good morning. Let's see. We're just gonna build the Madrigal deck real quick. Just for the fun of it. So we're going, I think, Amethyst and Sapphire for that one. Do we care? At the start of your turn, if you have a Madrigal pair, maybe? Okay, maybe. I mean, oh, it's not inkable. It's not inkable at all. So we'll just go Amethyst and Sapphire. Let's see. So this Louisa, I feel like, is very good. It's just a good card. A 1-drop 0/3 with Challenger 2. I mean, the Challenger 2 is kind of meh, but at the same time, what if we put this in the deck? And now it's bigger. We'll take a couple of those out. Let's see. I know I need a cup of coffee, actually. All right. Zipper. Is Zipper good in the deck? All right, let's not get distracted. Let's see how many Madrigal characters there actually are before we get too distracted with this. The start of your hand, if you get... Nah, we're not doing that. I saw the Madrigal thing, and I was like, maybe. When one of your characters sings a song, chosen opponent reveals their hand. We don't care about that. Let's see. Merlin's Cottage, thoughts? Okay. I'll be cool, guys. I'll be cool. And now... let's see. Mordu. When you play this character, if you have another Madrigal character in play, you may exert chosen opposing character. I feel like that's pretty good. Because it's like an inkable Pinocchio, especially if you're playing all the Madrigals. So, I like that. This card is literally Amber. So, there we go. We are working on a Madrigal heal deck. So, we're going to exert, challenge, and heal. Allegedly. Obviously, we're going to put cat in it as soon as it gets around to it. Sorry for my English, but you made a deck blurple. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to use Sapphire and Amethyst because the Sapphire has the wait, no. That makes it difficult. Because I like the Amethyst Madrigal characters because that is where you get... that's where you get the exert effects. But I don't know... it might have to be Sapphire and Amber, right? Because that's where the Isabella is. That actually gains you lore. Yeah. Thank you! Amber, Amethyst. Amber and Amethyst. Let me see. Where's this? Where is this Isabella at? Because, okay. When you play this character, and whenever she quests, you may move damage from chosen character used to this character. At the end of your turn, you remove all damage from this character. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is going to have to be Sapphire and Amethyst because of this one. This is the one we're looking for. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Trevelin, a 5 stream streak. Look at you. Look at you. Okay, yeah. All right, let's get Sapphire out of here. And we're just going to do this. Well, we're going to put the Enchanted in there because, like, what if, right? What if we had 4 of those? Let's see. Whenever this character quests, you return a song from third class to your discard to your hand. Is that good? Do we care about that? All right, let's not lose the plot already. So we can put her in it. We can put this in it. When you play this character, you reveal a song in your hand. No. Whenever you play this character, no. We're doing song things. This character enters play with 1 damage. When you play this character, if you have another Madrigal character in play, you remove up to 1 damage from... Yep, that's an enabler. We love that. She's got support. I don't think we care. Singer, 5. Whenever you play this character, if you remove a damage from your characters, gain 1 lore. Let's see. What's character quest? Move up to 1 damage from your characters. It shows an opposing character. You know. Obviously, we'll put this in there. I'm just going to throw it in there because I know, like, Cat needs to be in here. Belle needs to be in here. This card stinks. Let's see. Whenever your character sings a song. Whenever you play this character, you may search your deck for a Madrigal character and then reveal that card to all players. Shuffle your deck and put that card. That card's, like, really cracked in this, isn't it? When you play this character, remove up to 2 damage from chosen character if you remove the damage. And they reprinted her? But, like, why? No, they didn't. I don't know. Maybe they did. Let's see. When you play this character, sure. Ooh, you already have one. We're not doing Bruno things. This is, like, a card draw card. Let's see. Do we need the rush? Bruno. Gosh, they have so many of these cards. This is actually crazy. I do like that. I do like this. A lot of Floodborn stuff going on. Whoopsie. I see your link and I will click on it soon. We're not doing any of that. Or any of that. Once during your turn, whenever your character sings a song, you may ready those characters. Let's see. Whenever this character quests, you return a song 3 cost your list to your hand. I don't think we need that. We're not doing song stuff. That's just clogging up the deck for no reason, I think. Because now we're clicking on this. Lore Burst. Let's take a look at it. Yep. Oh yeah, the Ohana. Yeah, that's another thing too, right? Because we need to take out the Madrigal stuff. And now we actually have to put good cards in here. So, with that in mind, we need to get some songs in here. We need to get Cat in here. We need to get... I mean, obviously, we need to be putting Elsa in here. Can we afford... Oh, wow, like, this deck is completely inkable. That's crazy. So, yeah, let's throw some Grandmother Willows in there for the vibes. Let's see. And... I don't even think we need Mowgli. But, I mean, we might. Probably do. We probably do. Because a lot of our characters are low strength, so they just get destroyed if we're not protecting them. I just feel so weird to build a deck in these colors. Have you tried that one yet, Mystic Juju? Have you tried that deck yet? Let's see. All right. Growing pressure. Chosen opposing character can't challenge and must quest. I kind of just want to put that in there for the vibes. When you need help, just call. Wait, where's the Akoud? Guess it's down here. Okay, there we go. Akoud. Do we really need Akoud? Do we really need Akoud? I mean, Akoud is just busted, but like, so what are we trying to do? So we're going, like, what are we singing Akoud for? That seems like a little weird on the curve, but if you can explain that to me, then I'll take your word for it. Can't hold it back anymore is... It's really just to get Isabella or go wide fast. Okay. Okay, see, I just need a little bit of an explanation. Where is the can't hold it back anymore? Is that... Oh, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, Dale makes this deck just, like, better in general. Is the Tigger because of, like, dog stuff, so you're trying to stop him a little bit? I'm just, like, residually scared of dogs, which is a very valid and potent fear. I can't wait for this card to rotate. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Let's see. So I see what you're doing. I kind of like this like low curve to where you're like, oh, I'm just going to go really wide. Lady, not lady. What? What? Oh, you wanted Isis instead of Tigger, but the uninkable sucked. Oh, yeah, we gotta figure this out. So when you play this character, whenever she quests, you remove. I don't think I want this card in my deck. This card seems good. This card is obviously good. That seems like a lot. This is good. I kind of like her for the exert effect because you're gonna have one of these little doodads in your deck. This is pretty uninkable. And the deck will probably get squashed in core, so that's not going to do us any good. But, man, that Madrigal is real good. This card stinks. I hate this card so much. Yeah, I mean... But then it makes it an Infinity deck, and I think this is going to get smushed in Infinity. Like, I just don't think it's doing powerful enough things, potentially, to even survive Infinity. That is my... That's my guess. And if I include that Alma, then it immediately becomes that way. So I don't think Infinity is like a safe way to go with this. The Alma shift is set 12. Yes, I know that. I think she's even... Yeah, she's in here. See? I meant that 4-cost Alma. The one that like lets you tutor up another Madrigal. That would push it into Infinity, even though that's a phenomenal card. But I think that Infinity's doing too powerful of things to make this a viable deck in Infinity. That is my first instinct. Oh no, it's Amber. Loop up. That is my first instinct, is that Infinity might be a little bit too powerful for a deck that is just running pure shenanigans. But being able to just go get the Madrigal character you want is pretty stinking good, but she is quite uninkable, so you kind of have to balance that. I think that's why maybe they just like let her rotate out. They were like, okay, we were gonna do some crazy things here. Okay. So that's uninkable. Whose turn is it to make breakfast? I don't know. It's somebody's turn. All right, 1 cost here. This. We've got here. Let's see what you're doing. We're challenging back. I think that's pretty good. Will-o'-the-wisp. How does that feel for you? You like this card? Is it just good because you wanted to like spam it and get the board a little bit wider for the can't hold back? And you can hold damage pretty well, so that's nice. Wisp was bonkers with Dale. Oh, because you have that whole package, yeah. Yeah, and if you're exerting, the Dale makes sense because you're... Yeah. Like, you're wanting to challenge. You want to challenge. So... What does this card do again? I think that he's gonna be good. He's just something that you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to think about. I don't know. Is this Pedro even good in the deck? You've got him in the deck. How does he feel? He just seems very meh. I guess the body, like the 3/3 is good. This just seems like a really good effect. Being able to exert their stuff quickly, and especially if you have Pedro on board, it's like a good challenger. Depending on what you're trying to do here. Add Hey Hey and Gale just to keep them... just to keep playing them and questing. Oh my god, that's not what we're trying to do. That is hilarious, though. Is very, very good. In other decks, he's sometimes a 1 or 2 of. Goes to make a breakfast burrito. Jealous. Are we drawing enough cards? Like, are we really only relying on Ohana to draw cards? I mean, I guess Demona too. And then Peppa. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm here. Too many 5-drops in the deck. Are we there yet? Nope, not even close. 70 cards. Let's see. Pedro comes in damage, which can activate Cat Eloisa. His second ability is a mace, so you don't have to trigger it. He's basically just a black heron with utility and Peppa on board, so he draws a card. Yeah, that seems pretty good. The only thing I think I feel this. Probably the Tigger. But I don't... Like, yeah. It's just because, like, Tigger's just like a... Oh, it's like an unfun card. I want to do other stuff. Oh, I have the Alma and you don't. Whenever this character requests. Yeah. I want to try the Alma. And then you may remove 1 damage from your characters and then exert the opposing character. I kind of like that. I don't know. Did you test out the Alma yet? Because it seems like the exertion effects are really, really worth it. That's what kind of made me want to do Amethyst to begin with. Other than this character, of course. It's like being able to just kind of like exert stuff whenever you feel like it. But I have 70 cards, so I gotta figure something out. Last night, Liam asked who Pedro was. I mean, it's not like he did very well in the movie, right? Her stat line scares me, but the deck is already vulnerable to red, so it honestly doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's true. But that's exactly what you're saying. I was like, this deck kind of gets eaten by Ruby to begin with. That's why I was like, I don't think this is like a safe Infinity deck. Mowgli, but like, really, how much are you really saving with Mowgli here? Oh, Pedro. Oh my god, that's such a... The movie's forever ago. Maybe like that. Wrong movie? I think it was the right movie. The right movie for sure, for sure. That's a lot of battling back. Maybe like that to save us from the Ininkables? Okay, 14 makes you feel better. 65 cards? Come on, man. Come on, just let me do the thing I want to do. That's not good. I might as well just take it out if I'm only going to have 2 in there. It's pathetic. I don't have that many slots. Really, I'm just wiggling around with Tigger. And probably take that down and then take that down and then cry. Okay. Yeah. Do you have 4? Can't hold it back. 3. Respect. Yeah. Oh, man. The problem is like, this is a deck that entirely, like, right now, it seems like it'd be weak to the meta. Is that correct to assume, or... How are we drawing cards? Oh no! You didn't like that movie? Elephant, huh? What are we doing with Elephant? Is Tigger that important? Oh. Mickey seems good in it. No, wait, you need damage. Duh. Mickey seems like a direct counter to this deck. That's actually terrible. Don't. That's bad. Okay. Yeah, I know. Vanderchill seems real good here. Dale Elephant is a 7/7 that self-heals when... Ooh. Okay, okay. That's interesting enough. The negative tempo is kind of like sort of fine, I suppose. But should be fine, question mark? Probably not. Probably gonna get fried. But let's try it. Elephant. But then what are we taking out? Oh, cutting cards is so difficult. I think I'm just gonna take my chances. I like living it dangerously. It's a lot of 3-drops, so I'm gonna rely a little bit more on this one. So 4 here, 4 shift targets for that Alma. And then only 3 here. 63. Ah! Hopefully you do get to go home today. Are they like fixing your house, or are they just kind of staring at it? Let's look at this curve. What are we doing with the curve? So a lot of 3-drops. Maybe chill? Maybe chill with the 3-drops when you play this character. Keen Allure, let's see. They're working on it right now. Well, congratulations! That is promising. Is it this card? Or that card just busted in half? Oh, no. Okay, awesome. So that's 1. Okay, I need 2 more. We can do this. I know. You've been out of your house for such a long time. Wait, the Horn King and Amethyst and Hey Hey work together? Do they? Which Hey Hey? Yeah. No. They do the same thing. Hey Hey still ends up back in your hand. But with the Horn King, you have to discard a card. How would they work together? In-laws are awesome, but I want my space. Yeah, 10 days. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Yeah, basically we ended up with the same exact deck as Markoth. I just pretended like the meta doesn't exist and threw this in it. Which, I mean, hey, if the meta doesn't exist, then like we're kind of doing it, right? Let's see. Let's do some mental arcana here. Wait, there's a meta? I don't know. I'm assuming it's toys and dogs, right? Isn't that the meta that we're all actually terrified of? If you use Hey Hey to challenge Hey Hey, hits the discard and then comes to your hand, which triggers the Horn King Triumph to go that gets 2 lore. What Hey Hey or what? During your turn, if one or more cards have left the player's discard. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so he just gets the 2 lore and then you quest with him. I was unaware of what you were trying to say, but that makes sense. Let's see. And so, hey, we would play a Will-o-the-Wisp and then pass a turn. And then our opponent would play a Dangerous Plan and then discard a You Came Back, which makes me happy. This Alma Madrigal does not fit into the curve because if you play like Will-o-the-Wisp on turn 1, the only time this Madrigal is really good is if you're playing Louisa on turn 1. So you have to have like Louisa into Alma, really, which I think is very strong. But it might not be reliable enough. Interesting. Dwarves? I think the dwarves are really strong. The amber, the amethyst and steel is really, really strong. And there's a lot of decks that I feel like people are just like not doing because like they're so obvious. Oh, Pedro's really good with oh, Hana means family. It's like if you don't have anything to do on turn 3, you can literally just heal him and draw a card. That's kind of cool. I think I like that. The curve is not really good in this deck, I would say. Like curving out is like not, I mean, it looks like it should be, right? But there's only there's only 6 1-drops? That seems really bad. You had a lot more 1-drops in your deck. Let's see. Right? Did you only have the... Oh, no, you only had the 6 1-drops. No, you have the Rafiki as well. Oh, you had way more 1-drops. I think that might just straight be better, especially with the Rafiki. I see why you have that in there now. See why you have the Rafiki in there now. Because it just, like, really sets up for... Does this card could work. Robin Hood Sharpshooter coming out and then being against Amethyst, you just kind of like destroy. Because yeah, you can just Heyo, what's up? Yikes. Yeah, you can literally just play an Elsa and exert the Robin Hood Sharpshooter immediately and just get rid of it. Oh, Sharpshooter's still bad. I wish he was literally bigger. Oh, no. Palace Guard would be good with Dale. You know, the thing is, I think that in this set, we're just saying this would be good with Dale, right? Like, it just would. It just would be good with Dale. A lot of things would just be good with Dale. Yeah, the uninkability of this deck is kind of rough. Because then, and you're not drawing a lot of cards. You're really not. Unless you get Peppa, which I guess that's good. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm trying to, like, you know, Markoth sent us this version. This was their version of the Heal Amber and Amethyst Madrigal Heal deck. And I'm starting to realize why. And then I did this one. I saw the Dolores. Yeah, the Dolores definitely could help. But it's like a bad card, right? It's like a bad card. My favorite old Sharpshooter deck has 60 characters in it and was strictly used to play 4 cards into the discard to play Chernobog on turn 4. That's insane. That is crazed behavior. Truly though. It's actually insane. You're like, I'm just here to do one thing and one thing only. Oh, man. So here's the thing, again, with these, like, these Ruby decks, is, like, I feel like they're not doing much for the first little bit unless they have, like, those uninkables all stuffed in their deck. But at the same time, once they get going, again, it's like Ruby from before. You're just, it's just relentless. And you're like, okay, can you maybe not be relentless anymore? And Ruby decks are essentially like, no. Actually, no. Unfortunate. I'm just here to turn shiny cardboard sideways. Yeah, well, what if I wanted to win without questing? You know, like, that's my goal in life. I really want to... Grab Your Bow is so annoying. Grab Your Bow is such a good card against this. I love Louisa, and I had difficulties making Isabella work. Yeah, it's really slow. In a situation where... You can't be really slow. It doesn't seem like, anyway. Did you find that Isabella was pretty slow? Because it's like... And then the Dale just gets popped immediately. Like, you gotta use him like Cricky or just get wrecked. Holy goodness. Okay, well, we're out of cards finally. And... Luisa's the one that... So you want to create a deck winning with Isabella Hill. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but it seems as though that is kind of a crazy thing to attempt at this point. how do you deal with... if there's a shark on the board, you're just kind of like... You're done, right? You're just done? It feels like you would just be truly and utterly done. I only have the shift one, then Amber, Sapphire, Grandpappy. Ugh. The thing is like... You only have the shift one. The shift one is the one where you win with her through heals. If you gain a lore for each 1 damage removed. But how do you deal with evasives? I mean, I guess you have like a nice alternative endgame burn. Yeah, I guess you have Dale with Elsa, which is kind of sort of just fine, I guess. Isabella having a 5 willpower is pretty good. And then being able to heal her for 4 with Ohana is pretty good. Amanda Barkala, welcome! But again, how are we dealing with evasives in this deck? That seems... I mean, relying only on old gal... Can I share my current list? Yeah, if you'd like. Ah, why are we yelling? Why are you yelling? I don't understand. Oh. Oh, got you again. Horseman Strikes? Yeah, I guess. I guess we could Horseman Strikes. Louisa and Dale are kind of terrible together. Truly. Let's see this list. Yerple, Flinger, Heal. I hate that. That is just like difficult to say. All right, let's see. Louisa Madrigal, Willow the Wisp, Grandmother Mowgli. I get it. Pedro. Yeah. Okay, that's where I was... How are you fitting all these cards in here? How are we fitting all these cards in here? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. All right. This list looks a little bit... Have you tested this one yet? Oh, it's only one. Oh, okay. So you're not relying heavily. It's just like you said, like a finisher at the very end of it. And then the Horseman Strikes. I get that. I get that. Okay. Okay. That seems a little bit more balanced. Like, because I think the... Elsa, or the... What am I saying? What am I saying? It, as like a finisher, becomes really difficult to handle. Oh, right here. There we go. Undercard deck, let's go! No rules. No, but, I like this one a little bit. Yeah, a little bit better. It's got like a good curve. Onyx, high, whatever. We'll be fine. But yeah, like curving into this, getting rid of the Rafiki. But then protecting ourselves with just a little splash of Mowgli's. Why not? These two cards I think are pretty good to into one another. I really feel like you have to find Peppa with this style of deck or you're just kind of trashed. Genie. Blech, I guess. Yeah. Hades for some like card potential card draw depending on if they feel like giving you cards. Peppa's Pigs? Oh my god, that's so silly. That's so ridiculous. Oh no. Wait, how are you draining lore? What is happening? Genie is a 4/4 with Dale. I mean, the thing is like, we could say that with anything, right? Like, with this, it's a 4/4. With that, it's a 4/4. Yeah, this deck truly just, like, caves to to evasives. So, let's throw that right away. And then we'll just do this one. It's true. I know, but we can't... If we have Dale, this card is insane. You can't... That can't be the metric that we go by. They can't. Is this card good? I don't know, but with Dale, it's cracked. And this one's Markoth's as well. It's good on its own, plus synergy. And then I'm going to delete mine because I'm like, ugh, mine did not go well. That was not a great deck. But I have 2 decks now that I can go with, and they both serve different purposes. Too much reliance on Dale. It's not going to be the GOAT people think it's going to be. I mean, that's to be determined, right? Like, I think the card is very good, but she like sips tea. Yeah. I think the card is very good, but at the same time, it's only as good if you're not running directly into Ruby. Ruby is going to eat that alive for free and for fun and for easies. I need a place where I can just like... I need to be able to goldfish these decks. You know? Because I'm not trying to like run them out as like my first and foremost game plan. But I would just like super just love to be able to just like test these out. Yeah, you shouldn't rely on them. Yeah. Or Sapphire, and then we're just going Hades. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I plan to hold a Thunderbolt for him just when I see an Amber deck. That's literally it, right? Like, he eats a Thunderbolt so cleanly that you're like, yep. That's what we want to do. Now, the problem is because he is basically like a Cricky effect, so when he comes into play, he just immediately juices their board. So you might Thunderbolt them, but at the same time, you risk a really high chance of getting your board blown out, right? If you want to combo Headless Horseman and Dale just to troll people, watch me turn this guy into a 2/2 that buffs people and now is useless stat. Yeah, that's another thing that is also very funny. You're never safe. That's like that's why some of these other characters like Luisa becomes a 4/6 and you're just like, oh, I guess that's sort of fine, which is terrible. But yeah, you are never safe with Dale. You really have to be careful there. Oh, interesting. Oh no, they got Will-O-the-Wisp, and it can become a 3/3 at any point. I mean, what's the best local scene / LGS in Central Florida area for Lorcana? Let's see. I don't know. I guess it depends. Does any... Trevelyan, are you here? Because I used to go to a bunch of different ones. I used to go to like Critical Hit and Game of Storis. And now I live in a new area. You're more east-ish. So does that like Tampa area or like not that far east? Or like it's too far east. Look quickly to hold where I'm at turn 6 against Old School. Wait, the other way. So, like, Orlando? Let's see. So does that mean, like, Orlando? Like, the place is a wasteland? Oh, alright. Let's dox ourselves, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew a bunch of the ones from the, what am I talking about? Space Coast. Oh, you're over there. Oh, you're all the way over there. Yeah, that's a bit different. Emerald Chromacon with Hey Hey. What are we doing, Reginald? What are we doing with... I must be soft. Tell me no. Nar. Ooh, a Discord. Is that the Florida one? Central Florida Discord. We love it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually going to be choose a character of yours to this character, and then if your character has 3 or more damage, move all this character to a chosen opposing character. Whenever you remove 1 damage or more. Okay. So that only triggers the once. Eh? Oh, crap. Oh, no! Oh, Luisa's ability is, like, kind of good. Kind of good. It's literally from coast to coast. Yeah, so I'm going to be casting at Versus coming up soon. Yeah! They're actually having an event on... Somebody help me. The 16th. May 16th. Oh. Oh my god, we're doing it. Oh, that's really good. So, like, Peppa with Luisa is busted in half. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. Okay. Okay. And then can't hold it back onto her. And then once during your turn. Oh, rude with Peppa, though. Versus is... Oh, pretty cool. Oh. Let's see if I have... Nope. Let me see. Let's see. I have this coming up on May 16th. And I think it's a 6-case tournament, which seems pretty good. And I think they still have spots left. So let me drop this link into the chat. That is the Ravensburger Playhub link for the Versus tournament that is coming up on May 16th. And breathe. I can think. Yeah, there we go. Hooray! Apparently it's going to be right there. And I'm going to be casting, and it's going to be me and Willow, and then a bunch of other people. I didn't even know this was a tournament until the other day, which was yesterday when they asked me if I wanted to cast, because I think Gabe is one of the ones that, Gabe is who normally casts it. And I don't think he was able to this time. So, yeah. And now I have all this cool information about it. Yay! Oh, that's kind of cool. Little infographics and stuff. Let's see. Let's see if I can pop this up. Where is it? There we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's another one too, is you could go on the Ravensburger website and then just kind of search your location and see which ones have the more active things going on. So I think that's a champion mat. Oh, that's cool. So there's a raffle play mat and then a champion mat. And yeah, it's just like a one-day thing. If you're not busy, this is a perfect thing. And then you can check out the store and see if you like it. I'll be there. What's up, Kimberly? It'll be me and Willow will be there casting, and I think a few other people on production and a bunch of other stuff going on. So, good deal. I forgot about that. I didn't forget about it. I just got distracted with this whole healing deck thing that I got really excited about. And, yeah, it's gonna be me and Willow. Like I said, it was supposed to be Gabe originally, but I think Gabe was not able to, which is an actual tragedy. Because I love when Gabe and Willow do the Versus events. Kim is here and she is listening. She's locked in. So this is Malfu and Markoth, they have like similar decks at this point. And so I tried to build my own and then just decided to split the difference between their two decks because they're much better at this than me. So this is where nope, this deck is the trash deck that I had to delete because mine was trash. So this is Markoth's deck. I don't want to take the Grandpappy. I think, like, I don't know. I think I just want to try it like this. But what I'm realizing is Peppa is a disgusting card. This card is actually bonkers. And then, so this is Markoth's version of it. And then also, this interaction between Peppa and Louisa is insane. And then Ohana Means Family is just crazy. And then this card's all of a sudden good. And then this is Malfu's deck. And it's basically, it's generally the same, but I think this one has the Horseman Strikes in it because I was finding, you love Grandpappy. I know you love Grandpappy, but at the same time, oh yeah, do you have your list? Like Grandpappy was feeling like it was getting slow. I don't know. I don't know. I have changed deck paths and we moved on to a support Chippendale Awesome Sauce deck. Okay. Do you mind if I open it on stream or would you rather me not do that? Whenever you remove 1 damage from your characters, you may exert chosen opposing characters. Blue, purple, Pabby Fliggers should work. I mean, you gotta be like hyper ramping to it, right? Like, you just really gotta be hyper ramping to it. Seems like it. Also, this Amber and Amethyst deck might be just like too fair. Because there's so many unfair things going on. Uh-oh. Worrying about running into an Ohana Means Family is insane. Like, having that be a worry is truly upsetting. You don't have to go fast? Yeah, that's what I was saying. But I think the issue with Grandpappy is Amber Sapphire at the moment is not enough self-inflicted damage characters. Yeah, that's what I was like worried about because I was thinking about it in terms of, well, let's see. I like the Amethyst version of this deck because it has all of these exert effects in it. So you can put, you know, Demona, you can put Elsa, you can put, like, even this Alma Madrigal. So it has the ability to exert. So if you're going to exert and challenge in, because otherwise it's kind of like what you're saying, Kim. You're just like, you're just praying that they turn sideways. And they're like, no, I don't think I will. You're like, well, that's all good stuff, I guess. Oh, interesting. Okay, Louisa's really good. Thoughts? Thoughts on Louisa being a really good card? Holy crap. Because she can be holding the 3 damage, and then you can grab the 4th damage, and then before that happens, you can send it on over. Holy. Why didn't you guys tell me Louisa was busted? My goodness. You should have told me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Peppa being even more bananas busted insane? Thoughts? That's crazy. Wow. Hey, Luisa's busted. Thank you. Gosh. Appreciate you. And, like, can't hold it back anymore. Just being good is crazy. Oh, Dale. Being a menace. Wild. Oh, this deck is good. This deck is very good. The synergy is very good, and then Ohana just becomes insane, which is crazy. And then I could have... Okay, wow. All right, guys. This deck is fun. This deck is very fun. Luisa is a busted card. Yeah. Luisa's busted. Peppa is even crazier with Cat and, like, everything. You don't even really need, like, the Isabella thing. I see what you're saying. If you're using Isabella, it's, like, almost gimmicky, and you're just like, maybe I can heal off for, like, a little bit of lore, but really, just throwing the Peppa and the Luisa with your already Amethyst package is just pretty good. And then it makes this card all of a sudden insane as well. Has flexibility, draw, and pressure. Yeah. Surface pressure. Yeah. I was gonna say, just these two cards as an addition into what you're already using for here. Do these go in Blurple? Are people cramming those in? I like 1 to 2 Isabellas as Surprise Lord. Yeah, I do. I like the ability to do that, but I don't think like she's even that like. Yeah, this like extra reach is probably very good, but at the same time. Have we seen Blurple decks with just like including these in it yet? I mean, I know like Blurple's not one that we're paying attention to because that's like is boring. I don't want to talk about Blurple. Yeah, the shift one, the Amber shift one. Archery class. Look at you over here. You on the popular ones. Woody's Roundup. We all know how that's gonna go. Kiwi, huh? Oh, look at this. Oh, 11 days ago. It's a little bit. 17 hours. Archery class. What are we doing? Oops, all good things. The cool kids try it. The card's good. Everybody's like, I don't need this card. And I was like, I mean, I'm pretty hard up for how far I'll go with the ward. But seems fine. What are we doing here? Wait, how long ago was that? 12 hours ago. Top S tier, huh? Huh? Oh. Oh my. This deck is doing the most. Not the magical feather. How many times is this actually triggered? So 1, 2, 3. That's an interesting include. Your character's strength cannot be reduced below the printed value. Did this card all of a sudden become good in this meta? It seems like it might. With Jessie and some other things like that kind of running around, I can see... Reginald, did you hear that? Elisa Maza might actually be good. But Purple Super can be surprising. Yeah. What are we cooking? I'm just kind of trolling through the Dreamborn decks that everybody else is cooking. The Negaduck is interesting. It's just like a really good battler here. I mean, I guess, yeah. Oh god, he gets a 5-2. Jesus. I'm excited to actually use her instead of just inking her. Yeah, I mean, it's a great tech card for this meta, considering everything that can be done. Wait, but it says your strength can be reduced. Oh, can't be reduced. Wow, this card's weird, but it's like... yeah. I mean... This is hilarious. You just... Pew pew, man. Against someone would lose his head, it's so good. Yeah, I mean... there's a lot of... Like, Jessie, someone will lose his head. I'm sure Sapphire Coil is, like, you know, sneaking around in certain formats. There's a lot of ways... Tell us Lullaby. Like, there's a lot of ways to reduce strength. The new Mickey as well. Is it Mickey Traveler? Is that what Mickey's doing? Is he traveling? That card is just kind of, you know, doing a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, they can still reduce the bonus strength from Lumiere. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's, like, fine, right? So you reduce the bonus strength. But, I mean, what? You reduce him to 5, 4, 4, 4, 5. Like, this deck is huge, so... That's crazy. That's a crazy thing. I didn't... Never in my life... Because I grew up with that character, and I just never... Like, okay. How's that make you feel? How does that make you feel? I guess we'll start there. Yeah, I mean, the deck looks fun. The deck looks crazy. Like, you click on it and you're like, this ain't real. This is just like this is just a mixture of cards somebody found on the floor. And then you kind of look at it and you're like, yeah, I can see what we're doing here. This is, I mean, I guess, I mean, Maui Fishhook, this is core, I guess. Okay. I mean, that deck looked like it was a bunch of cards that you would find on the ground. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here we go. Here's the Amethyst Steel. Our hero, Tiago, coming out and making sure we know that these dwarves are good. Yep, this is the dwarf that I felt was good. Obviously, he's just like just happy. Sneezy. He does not like the other dock, though. You're not? Oh, this is Tiago's list. I don't know them either. 8 on Inkables is pretty good. I mean, Tiago playing Amethyst Steel. We're pretty safe on that one, usually, so. I mean, we're all in on this, this one, and we even have this in there, and then we have the right behind you. So, huh. I was about to say, I mean, the deck... Yeah, the deck definitely read as if it were just like a bunch of cards you found on the ground. So... but I, you know, I could see what was trying to do, but I wasn't, no, I haven't talked about the Todd deck. I actually need to find that. Did I cop? All right. So you said you tried this thing, right? So Todd into Mulan, into Edna, and then we do have Medal of Heroes, Ranger Plane, and this one doesn't need to exert, but I see the vision. I see it. Because then characters with gauge support, whatever they quest, chosen character with 10 or more, and then you can unexert that item with Edna mode here. She has Ward with the super suit, but that's not in these colors. We got the Tipo, we have the Growing Girl. Your characters with support gain +1 lore is hilarious. Okay, okay. The Todd, twice during your turn, whenever this character is chosen for an action, you may ready him. Improvise, develop brain, sail, visions of the future. This deck looks silly. This deck looks so silly. Let's see. I had Little Todd, Edna, Mulan, Medal of Heroes, and Ranger Plane in play. I shifted Todd 2 times, Kim Purse in hand, and 7 ink. What does Kim Purse do? Oh my god, come back here. Come back here, you little... Oh wait, this is the Sepidor's one. Whenever you play a character, if you shift to play them, they get +4. Jeez. Alright, yeah, we're here for the silly decks. Let's see it. Let's see it. What do we got for silly? This deck looks nuts. Right, my deck. Look at it. Look, you're doing things the right way. I'm so proud of you. Let's see. We're gonna go wonk. And then, and we're back. What? And we're back? Oh, God. All right, so we got a lot of wonder. So, okay, the curve of this deck is wild. The ink ability is sort of fine. I shifted Todd. He went to 10. Customer 2. Targeted Todd with Ranger Plate was given +3 Lord and then readied him. Because the item counts as the ability. So if you're targeting him with the ability, it readies. Oh my god. Whenever this character... Yeah, I mean, why did I just start to read Diablo? Obedient Raven. Will-o'-the-Wisp, Forest Spirit. And then gave support to Mulan. And then she quested for 6. I gotcha. Curse Merfolk, Fred, hey, persistent presence during your turn. Okay, Flynn. Okay, when this character is banished. My God, this card. This deck is during your turn, whenever it's banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand. Does it have? If I scroll down? Oh, this is only on. Oh. Why did that happen? Okay, there we go. All right. Curve is wild. Uninkability is only 8. So, bunch of 1-drops. Todd can ready twice, yeah. And Edna untapped the ranger plane to give Todd another +3 lore, so he readies and quests for 8. Oh, that deck. I mean, I think it was Hobbies that was showing that deck. It looked sick. All right, and then when this character is banished in a challenge, return it to your hand. Whenever one of your other nemesis characters is banished in a challenge, you may draw a card. Whenever a card is, and she's, okay, yeah. Sure, we're boosting, and Emerald Chromacon. Okay, what about getting destroyed by Sisu? But what about that Maleficent Staff? Thoughts on Maleficent Staff? I mean, if we're gonna do it, you might as well. What are we trying to... I mean, I guess we're questing, just like, we're just going fast. Whenever... Well, there's a card into this character. She gains +1, and whenever this character is challenged, each opponent chooses a discard card. We're back. What are we back? Oh, because we're just, like, getting these cards. Because Gale, Nibs, Hey, Will-o'-the-Wisp, and then the rest of them is just, like, being super annoying, and then then this is just assuming they're drawing. Oh my gosh, I do love Friends on the Other Side. And Book. You're going so many different directions. Well, it's like, I get it. You're spamming the 1-drops. There's discard here. There's discard here. There's discard here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 cards are just like come back over and over again. And then you're buffing him to be able to quest for 3. You're drawing cards because you're just like, hopefully they're banishing your characters. But the problem is like, Will-o'-the-Wisp is the only hard one to get rid of. Gale, Hey, and maybe not Nibs, but he's kind of big. But like, these are just, like, you run into Steel, you're dead. You run into Ruby, you're gone. You know? Especially if you're, once you slide into an Infinity, that's what you have to like look at. So like these cards, you're just gonna get eaten alive by Steel, and then these cards are gonna get Sisu'd. You're just dragon food. So like the plan, I get it. But at the same time, you're weak to Steel and you're weak to Ruby. So that's not great. Off topic, but your video yesterday was so good going into pre-release. Oh, like my actual tier list is crazy. They challenge you, you bounce them, and make them discard. Yeah, I mean, here, yeah. But I understand the plan, and I think it's a very solid plan, but in Infinity, you do have to think about, like, Sisu, and you have to think about, like, Steel and stuff. So you're right, they may just not challenge, and that's kind of the issue once you roll into the format that is Infinity. There's not a lot of reasons to challenge in Infinity. It's just like, oops, all combo decks out there, you know? And then this deck is just going to get squashed by Muses, which is another really big problem. So you're weak to Muses, you're weak to Ruby, you're weak to Steel. It's very aggro if you get to the point where they can Sisu you've already lost. Well, they have baby Sisu that hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 characters without even having to reduce their save. So 3 cost Sisu, and then you have Brawl, which hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I mean, I guess, you know, they don't have 30 brawls, so, you know, they can only brawl you so many times, but I mean, I guess one of the good things is like they can't brawl everything. But they can brawl this, which is important. They can brawl this, which is important. Steel can take care of this really handily. This is your source of card draw besides friends on the other side. They could brawl the crap out of that. This is like your challenger, but like that's easily taken care of. I don't know. I understand the point of the deck, and I think it looks fun, and I like the idea of like the alternate win con thing, but at the same time, if we're looking at this and being like real, is this going to be a fun deck? I think so. I mean, it being very aggressive is a reason for them to want to challenge, right? Because if you run out Will-O-the-Wisp and like 3 Merfolk, I'm gonna have to do something, right? So the fact that it is very aggressive is the only reason where I'm like, this might be viable, but if you get past turn 5 and you haven't won, you're just dead. You're done. You're doomed. Okay, you just care about the fun mod style decks? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, just run it out. And let's go. Yeah, so that's fair. If we're evaluating it in terms of like, would I take this to DLC? Literally no. But would I take this to Masters of Disaster? I think it'd be funny, yeah. This would be a funny one. Masters of Disaster is the show that I do on Thursday nights with JDZ, where we build combo decks that just do a thing. They don't have to be like amazing, you know? It just needs to do a thing that'll make you laugh, and it doesn't even need to win. It just has to do something funny, which I think this kind of does satisfy that 100%, because you're just like, oh, remember when you challenge into this, you know? And also that, you know, this deck does a thing. It absolutely does a thing. And in Masters of Disaster, you're not worried about Sisu. You're not worried about like Under the Sea. You're not worried about all those the cards, because in like the combo deck building phase of Masters of Disaster, if you're putting removal in your deck, you're not getting to put the combo in the deck, and that's not as fun. But if you can squeeze in Horned King or Fairy Godmother, Mystical Armor, maybe. How does it stack against Garrett Martin Green Purple? I don't know if I've seen his recent list. I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. This deck definitely does a thing. It does do a thing. I am really excited about this Todd deck, though. Of course, I don't own Todd's, but if I did, I'd be excited. Because it looks super fun. And it looks like one of those ones where you're like, wait, I lost the line. We love a budget-friendly deck. But I like that Tiago is already like, hey, by the way, these dwarves are good. And it doesn't even take anything like too crazy to make it happen. So we love that. I'm trying to find the graphic that I have and make sure I have all of it correct so I can share it with you guys of like what's going on. Let's see. I made this and then I had so many errors that like now I'm pretty scared that I've gotten all of the information wrong. But let's see if we can get there. And boop bop. All right, let me see. Boop. When you make something on your phone. Oh yeah, Kimberly. Let's look at Kimberly's deck too. All right, just because we were on decks, I will take a look at Kimberly's deck first because she sent that to me on Discord. And I forgot. Wait, where is it? Oh, boop. There we go. Supporting Rangers. Okay, we're cooking. So we've got the Nala into this, and then obviously Dale is in here. Yes, because it makes all of these insane. Oh, the Rapunzel. That's good because then your characters with support. Whenever one of your characters is chosen for support until the start of your next turn, the first time. The next time that they would take damage, be dealt damage, they take no damage instead. I do love that. I love that one a lot. And then we've got Chippendale. Oh, wow. The shift Chippendale. Hold. Kim is straight cooking. Once during your turn, whenever your card is put into your inkwell, you may return a character card from its discard to your hand. Then we got this. We got the gadget. Ranger Plane. World's Greatest Criminal Mind. Oh, yeah. We're cooking. She's in here. Would love to see Alice Sailor there. She's right here. Thank you for the follow. How do I say your name? What do you want me to call you? Can I call you? Ah. Is that your full name? I can't. But thank you for the follow and welcome. We're looking at Kimberly Ann's deck here, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Well balanced. Okay, we love it. I've got the Chippendale Stein cards. I love this Chippendale a lot. But yeah, Alice Savvy Sailor, I see what you're saying because you want the ward. But at the same time, this deck seems like it could get dangerously close to a rather large amount of uninkables. So, well, we've got the Chippendale is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's actually not bad. Finnish is kind of hard to pronounce if you're not native. Yes, so I do apologize. I'm glad that you let me know that it was Finnish because even if I tried to sound it out, it would have been really bad. But welcome! My toxic trait is to continue to think that maybe I could do it. But welcome. So yeah, I mean, obviously all these 0/4s, even with David, becomes an insane card. And then Rapunzel's really good because then you're gonna have to crack into it twice. And then the Ranger Plane plus Alice is like, so everything has support. I think that this Rapunzel is like a really good include in this. Kim is cooking. I like how she was like, no, Grandpappy's gone, but Chippendale. And then like World's Greatest is just like a singable, inkable Dragonfire at that point. When you play this character, yeah. And so you're just getting back. You can just play this chip to get this back. And then you like, you know, on 4, you're playing this one. And then this is shift 5, so you can get it back. So this is kind of a like, this is a really cool list, Kim. How's it feeling? It seems really neat. Supporting Rangers, I like it. Yeah, this the David looks really, really cool with Dale, because you're like, oh, it's out, it's protecting, you know, Grandmother Willow or whatever, and then Dale throws down, and now it's just like a 4/4. This deck is gonna get eaten. Woo! It's gonna get eaten by just a simple old Firefly, huh? Oh, that card is really good. Firefly is really good. I like this list. I like it. Let's see if I can download this sucker. And didn't yawn this time. I tried. I know Kim can't be here. She's probably that and the Mirrodin and the 3 arrows. What are we talking about? Trying to resist. Almost gotcha. Yeah, the I think Kim might have passed out. But ta-da! Let's see. I've got this, and oh man, it's like super small. But I posted it on my Instagram, and maybe you could sneak Scuttle and a few other ward characters in to protect them against Fireflies. Yeah, probably. And that's another thing too, is like there's probably some tweaks that you can make that's definitely meta dependent. But right now we're all living in our magical Christmas land. So this is my event schedule. I needed to make it a little bit more because I was losing my mind because I'm like, I think I have this coming up. I think I have this coming up. And if I forgot something, then I am like really sorry and you should let me know and I can add it. But May 16th is the Versus tournament in, I just put Florida, but you know, it's the Orlando area. But May 16th, I posted that link into the chat. If anybody wants to come and support me and Willow, we'll be there and it's gonna have like a really good time. This is the tournament that her and Gabe normally cast, but unfortunately Gabe will not be able to make it. Real life. Very East Orlando. Oh my god, I'm going to be driving forever. I'm excited though. I haven't gotten to cast with Willow in person since like PPG last year, so I'm super excited about that. And there's some space left if you guys want to come hang out. Apparently it is a 6-case tournament, which is pretty cool. And they have a winner's playmat. Look at that. They have a winner playmat and like a raffle as well. So winner playmat, it's got champion down there. And then there's the raffle one. It's kind of funny. And an interesting little thing there. Take 417 to past Disney, Universal in Orlando. Oh, so you just like keep driving until you hit the ocean, I guess. So there's that. So yeah, I'll be there. Versus that this is happening the very next day on the other side. So this one is in Wesley Chapel. And that one is totally one that I know exactly where I found it. That is the Enchanted Duels. So that's quite exciting. If I could find the graphic. You know, it's sometimes I'm professional and then other times it's like, you know, good luck everybody else. Oh, I found it. And we're replacing. And so then this one is the Enchanted Duels. And so I'm excited about this one because it's really too big. This one will be in Wesley Chapel, which is on the other side of Central Florida. So we're just doing like a Central Florida kind of jingle jangle. So I'll be on the Orlando side and then I'm going to be on the Tampa side in the same weekend. But it'll be me, Liam, and Sharpie. I'll be there on site and so will Sharpie, and then Liam will be remote, but this will be on my Twitch. So you can come here and hang out and watch some Disney Lorcana. So the stream for Versus will be, I think, on their Twitch. I'll have to get that information. And then the stream for Enchanted Duels the very next day will be on my Twitch. And so we're gonna have some pretty. It's gonna be a fully packed weekend of Disney Lorcana because I think also during the Versus one, JDZ will be at Ink Inc. So you're gonna have like Ink Inc. You're gonna have Versus. And then the next day is going to be Enchanted Duels. So if you want to watch any kind of Disney Lorcana, it's all going to be crammed into not this weekend, but next weekend. So pretty excited about that. So I will be physically there at both of these tournaments, which is crazy. Which is crazy because I feel like we haven't done anything this past like month. And now all of a sudden it's like every weekend. Yeah, so that will be... Yeah, Versus coming up May 16th. That one's in Orlando. Enchanted Duels coming up. That one's in Wesley Chapel the next day. Enchanted Sisters Clash is May 23rd. So literally the next weekend. That's in San Diego, in California. I hope I got that right. Then there's a EU CCQ and then CCS Houston are literally on the same week. So there's a bunch of ones going on in the EU. And then there's CCS in Houston. And then there's also the ETB CCQ in Oakville in Canada. So this is going to be insane. We'll be at ECC San Diego. That's awesome. I will not be attending that one. I could only do 2 things this month. And I was potentially going to go to CCS in Houston, but I don't know about that, so I'm not sure if I'll be attending that one, but there is a small chance. Let's see, is the EU CCQ of Cologne? I'm so sorry, Colenstein. Oh god, I wish I weren't born in the States. Sometimes it makes it really painful to interact with the world. So I do apologize for that. Colonenstein. Oh, okay, I quit. All right, but you'll stream it. Nice. Coloniston. Coloniston? Oh! Oh, sick! Cologne Wilmston. Okay, cool. Whoo. Got it. We got there. And so you'll be streaming that one. Sick. Awesome. So then that day you'll have that one you can watch. You can have the CCS 25K and then ETB CCQ as well. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on that weekend. That's crazy. And then coming up in June, we have Dortmund. There's a DLC. Kim will be there. Yeah, it's June, like literally the first week in June. Like, boom. That will be their Infinity one. Ooh, so this will be the first Infinity DLC. I know that the ETB CCQ is also going to be Infinity. I don't know about the other ones. I think in Citrus Clash is going to be Infinity. Yeah, and the week after is DLC at Dortmund. Yep, literally. So, like, we have pre-release this weekend. Next weekend, we have Versus, Enchanted Duels, and Ink Inc. And then we have Enchanted Sisters Clash. And then the next weekend, there's EU CCQs, CCS, and ETB. ECC is an Infinity CCQ. Oh my god. Holy. See, I knew there was going to be information that I forgot, you guys. Then Dortmund in Germany, which is going to be the first weekend. The next weekend is the WCC CCQ in Green Bay. And then Indianapolis at our Infinity one. The next weekend, June will also be set champs. Y'all, I'm crashing out. I knew I made this graphic and I was like feeling really good about it, but now I'm just like, holy, I forgot so many things. We're not even into the summer yet. And then I'll be here. I'll be attending this one. So I'll see you guys in Indianapolis. I was able, thanks to a lot of planning and everything, able to get another ticket to Indianapolis. So now I have, you know, double the amount of money that I ever wanted to spend on tickets have been spent, but I do have my ticket to Indianapolis, so I will be there. And then we have the DCI CCQ, which, by the way, sold out, so sick. That is so cool. And that'll be in Dallas the next weekend. And then there's a Rome CCQ. I'm so sorry. When are you going to go to get your set champs, Woody? Look, I don't know. Well, no, I guess I could do like the first 2 weeks and then like the last 2 weeks, right? That's where I think I can. So if the set champs are in June, then I can pop this. Probably I'm gonna be home for this. I want to be home so I can sit here and watch the DLC. So if you're trying to dodge me, which there's like literally no reason to try to dodge me, like if I walk in a room, it's pretty safe. But I'll probably go like the WCC weekend or like during DCI or maybe this last weekend. It's time. This time it's 5 weekends for set champs. That's cool. I like that. I like more chances because sometimes like I have to work on the weekends, and then by sometimes I mean most of the time. And then July. I mean, it's just getting so stacked. Sharp Gaming. We've got that second weekend in July. Sharp Gaming CCQ. Warehouse 51 CCQ. I'll be casting that one, and that will also be here on my Twitch, and that will be July 18th. And I'll be casting that one with Willow and Gabe. We got a little Florida crew going on. We're gonna go a little Florida representing out here, which is exciting because then like up here we got some like Florida representing out here. So I like it. I like it. When I started doing this like a year ago, there was like no opportunities in Florida to do this. And now it's like there's so many cool things, and like there's Gabe and Willow, and they're wonderful, amazing casters, and I always have so much fun with them. So it's like I feel really like it's just really awesome to kind of have that locally, and then to have it locally with two people that I just love casting with, and I think that are incredible. So yeah, there's like a lot of these events that is like, oh my god, that would be so amazing, I would love to cast that. But having these local ones and being able to like, that's like my local team, I really enjoy that. So probably a little less traveling. Like I'm only be going to the Indianapolis DLC because I'm just gonna focus on, I don't know, like local stuff, and then the big stuff, which here's the big stuff, because I'm gonna be attending this one. That's gonna be my plan. And then the NA Championship, I also want to be there as well. So, yeah. Because we're going to be vibing. So we'll probably do... Maybe we'll do watch parties for that. I want to check and make sure I don't get in trouble for that. I do enjoy the watch parties, but I also don't want to take anything away from like Kim and everybody and all the casters and everything. So maybe I won't, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. I gotta talk around because again, I want them to get all of the support that they deserve. So I ain't trying to like fire up my stream and take that away from them. So I will check. But I feel like I want to be home for that. Let's see. You can add September 6th, also Glimmer Showdown, Bladel in Netherlands. That's an event that I'll be organizing with 2 stores. Oh, wow. That's like a big event. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Send that to me in Discord message, and then I can add that on there when I get my life together. Well, you have to be there because Ravensburger is going to ask you to cast, right? Because I told him to choose. Yeah, just because you told him so. Oh, that's so many players. That's awesome. Yeah, because yeah, you told them to, and I'll just remind them. I'll be like, hey, remember when you know, like yeah, Palm Harbor is like 2 hours from you. Yeah, Palm Harbor is kind of stuffed in the worst part of Pinellas County. It's like Pinellas County, but it's like dangerously close to becoming like north of, you know, so that one's a weird one, but the store's big and the owner's cool, and I'm pretty excited about that. So you know, like I feel like Orlando's done quite a few things, right? Like Orlando's gotten like PPG, and Orlando has like all kinds of cool events, and they had worlds and all that. So it's like it's cool to see that like actually like the Tampa side is getting some like an actual CCQ, you know, and something big that we can all attend. So I'm excited. So I should come Florida Man ready. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know what you guys got going on in Lake Wales. Say like St. Pete doesn't feel super Florida Man, but I guess it does other places. Let's see. All right. If you guys have any other ideas or anything, like anything that I missed, then orange tree. You remember that Family Guy thing? Like, this used to be orange trees as far as the eye could see. That's what I always think about that. But that's crazy. I just saw something wild on Twitter. But yeah, this is all the events that I could think of. If you can think of any events that I've missed, Dutch Lumineers, you could throw that in there. Thank you. I mean, listen, that Canva Pro's got to pay for itself, right? You know, Canva Pro's gotta pay. I'm gonna buy Donald Duck Blisters file in bulk and send them to Ravensburger with Colors Law as a staple caster, or catch these hands around every day for a month. That is probably gonna do the opposite of what you think. It's probably gonna do the opposite of what you think it will happen. Oh man. Another fire around the corner from Florida's natural home office. Oh, okay. That's like orange juice, right? I'm so bad at this. But all right, I'm trying to think. Is there any more? Because this is a short stream today. I have to go and do human things, which is truly upsetting. But let's take one little stroll, because I feel like we've done a really good job of avoiding it today. But like, let's take like a little bit of a stroll through Twitter and see if anything's on fire. I mean, we're only a few days out from release, and how bad could it be? Like, we're all just hanging out. How bad could it be? My like personal math for is what I'd probably be paying. Oh, everybody's mad about this. Personal math for Gen Con CCQ is I would probably pay $500 premium to go to CCQ at Gen Con. So like, I think he's awesome, and they keep doing them. Have you ever done a card event? I find that there's real opportunity cost paying for entry of the con and missing the time in the con duration. Blah, blah. Yeah. So this is kind of a, yeah, Twitter is always on fire. Yeah, it's on fire. I know people are upset about this. I think I responded, but maybe nobody responded to me, or maybe they all blocked me. But I think I said something to the effect of like, I thought that, like maybe they just deleted it, but I can see how like accessibility issues with like the CCQ at D23 and a CCQ at Gen Con would be rough for some people, but I think that there are so many opportunities to go to CCQs now that they're not like an endangered species. So if you want to go to a CCQ, there might be a really good avenue for you to do that. That isn't, you know, at Gen Con or D23, but it seems like Gen Con and D23 are going to be like experiences that are not like the competitive player can go, but like Gen Con it's a convention, so it's an opportunity to get eyes on the game, and then D23 is the same way, right? Like it's opportunities to get more eyes on the game, and that's going to be like a lot of Disney people. So I don't know. Do you guys have thoughts on like is this bumming you out? I felt like it was fine, but I also fall to capitalism all the time, so that's like a pretty big problem of mine where I'm like, that seems fine. And people are like, no, it's not fair. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just like poor and used to it. So I'm like, yep, that seems right. Let's see. Whoop. Let's get past that. I mean, if I had 1K laying around, I'd do both too. Yeah, and that's kind of like if you had enough money, then I would end up going to it, but I don't have that kind of money, but I know a lot of people do, and I know, and that's like another thing too, is like I think that it's like the same in line with the VIP packages and everything. It's like it's an elevated service. It's like an elevated event that you can I was gonna let you guys read it a little bit before I responded to it, that you can, if you have the money, then you can go to it. If you don't have the money, it's not for you. And does that feel bad? Yes, but it's not like that's the only CCQ ever. And I'm saying this is somebody that is freaking poor. So I don't know. I just think that anytime we can have like more eyes on the game, anytime we can get more eyes on the game, then we can then our game benefits and everything gets bigger. And then once it gets bigger, we get more opportunities because Ravensburger gets more money and we get to play more. And then how do you guys feel about this? I mean, this is their response to it. This is how Tegan felt about it. What, guys? What's wrong with this? How does everybody feel about it? The logo's cool. But talent is something you work on. I mean, I've been talentless my whole life and I work on a bunch of things, so I don't know about that. We know what's wrong with it. All right, fine. The logo's cool though. I mean, you know, it's very simple-y. It should have been a shark, but anyway. Let's see. Can we see the comments? I don't know if there are. Oh, these two. €9 a month. Oh. What? Okay, so they commented on their own stuff. €9 a month. Sure. All guides published, you know. Fine, sign up. 2 new guides a week. Whatever. And then the first comment asking for a friend, he says. Oh, man. Only 29 people have seen it. That's kind of crazy. But I mean, I'm not gonna like, oh, okay, I guess like 800 people have seen it. But like, I was like, I'm not sharing it to give it more attention. But that's like, that's wild. That is truly wild. What's going on? Oh yeah, they have like a home edition, like a, that's pretty cool. I think it's like a board game for Game Changer. I'll buy it. I love that show. I love Dropout in general. Like, just all around amazing. I've been here the whole time. Yeah, I think he's doing a like a board game. Game Changer Home Edition. When we asked about how involved he's been with design, I am too in the weeds on absolutely help me. Please, God help me. Never heard of Dropout? It's amazing. It's do you remember College Humor from back in the day? It's the company that that College Humor turned into. And so they've got a bunch of skits. They also have like a running D&D campaign. It's called Dimension 20, done by like Brendan Lee Mulligan. And I find it wild that his dad is Robert Reich. Yeah, there's yeah. So, but it's really cool. It's a like subscription thing, and so like it's like Netflix, and it just has like a bunch of original stuff. It has like skits. It has all kinds of things. And the company's really cool because they're like, hey, like if you have a login or whatever, share it with all your friends. We don't care. But I think while we're during the weirdest times in Disney Lorcana, the community will split what they're supposed to be focused on and set. Some will be rewarded while others will be overwhelmed. Okay. It's fairly cheap, but it's a great streaming service. Yeah, it really is. Friday's about to get pretty wild.
All of my money. In 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm about to spend all of my money. In
Nice,
5.
Kim. Yep. That's 100% what's going to happen. Let's go. Dale is a strong card, but there's things to handle them. Lorcana, Samson, Achilles. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's going to happen, guys. We'll be okay. Matt's for a good cause. The Lisa Franklins are cool. Oh, Katie got one too. We're about to enter one of the busiest times in competitive season. Yeah, we are. Let's see. Wild Unknown release. Baltimore. Oh, boo. Oh, the infinity symbol is cool. Well, she didn't put the verses or the enchanted duels on there, but that's okay. Enter the battlefield. World-class cards. Yep. Diet Coke. Sharp Gaming. Hey! Oh my gosh. Yep. It's literally like the next day. Millennium Games. There's so many things coming up. My goodness. What is going on? Did you? Oh, that was crazy. Oh, that's crazy. That's so funny. That's so funny. Hey, look at that. Liam always in there with the glass half full. That's a card. Hooray! That was so funny. That made my day. All right. It's almost time. Yes, Liam is a beacon of positivity. Absolutely love it. I always say stuff and Liam's like, well, it's like it's like some of us were thinking that, but I'm like, yeah, I said it out loud. Oh no, that's truly tragic. Okay, I can stop worrying about me hyping up Merida because Merryweather is an ally. She also has Ward, and Ward is good. Yep, we all love this card. Merryweather is good. Jack Shadows told me Merryweather was an ally. Oh my god, that's so funny. And we're back all of a sudden. Alright. Everybody was being kind of tame. Ooh. The Lego Batman Legacy of Dark Knight. Okay, the Lego Batmans are so good. They're so good. I love the first few ones. Harlan working on a new Kiwi. Yep. I mean, does it have No, I think this is just regular Sapphire Steel. Ward pops off, B King and Sid are also going to pop off. Oh my god. Yeah. This just looks like regular Sapphire Steel allies. So it's got Jasmine in it. So, and then Merryweather being an ally. All these other things coming into place. Vincenzo, ally. Tinkerbell, ally. Yeah. Nope, this is Sapphire Steel allies. Which just turns out Merryweather's just a good card. Ward, core construction. Here's my takeout step 12. Ward, let's see. We've got 8 of these guys. So that's pretty good. He likes this card. I know a lot of people like this card. I love Ruby getting better because the cards are interesting to play, and set 12s are susceptible to Ruby's current toolkit. Wait till that Clement school gets the rest of the masses. It's going to turn into a massive dumpster fire. I don't know if people have seen that yet. I didn't want to say. That's why I was like, I'm not clicking on it. I'm not bringing any attention to it. I'm not even going anywhere near it. But it definitely was funny. I think 2 rare Margie girls are good in Blurple. You should try it out. Ah! Yeah. Okay. Me and Jeremy on the same page. I really agreed with that. That was the first thing I thought. Where I was like, wait a minute. I think these just slot really well into Blurple. Just cram them into the Blurple deck. Just get them in there. You know. Nostalgia decks? You probably shouldn't be playing it as a nostalgia format. I think there's way cooler things that you could do than do that. Larger car. Oh, well. Oh no! Wild Unknown has brought some truly beautiful new connected artworks. Let's take a look at them. Yep, we knew that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was cool. I realized that too. I guess they probably showed it to us already. Yes. Yeah. The only thing is all of the foils. Yeah. Red Yellow Toys is looking kind of real. It's pretty sweet. All right, Humble. Let's see. 5 days until, well, that was a while ago. Oh god. This summer's gonna be crazy. We're all going to be crawling to the finish line by the time August gets around. And then they're going to be like, Season 3! And we're going to be like... But I do like that they have the highest concentrations of events are happening during the summer, which makes travel more expensive, but it also makes it easier for those of us who have goblin children. I mean, children. She's a goblin. Oh! Alright. Oh, Zebex. She's literally an island. That's so funny. The foiling on little Jack's hands are crazy. I wonder how Ruby Amber Toys does against the Ruby Amber listed set 11, since Ruby Amber ate dogs for breakfast and is not that different. I don't know, because the thing is maybe the Amber and Emerald toy deck gets eaten by it. But I don't know about the Ruby and Amber toy deck. Because I don't think that Ruby and Amber was getting eaten by Ruby and Amber. But Ruby and Emerald, or Amber and Emerald definitely, probably would get eaten alive by it. But you have the same tools, so you're kind of in a mirror situation, right? So, I don't know. But I think, yes, if it were Ruby and Amber against Emerald and Amber, then the Ruby is probably going to eat it. But playing Yellow Ruby Toys, I didn't feel like dogs were easy. I mean, that's the problem, right? Was it really easy at any point in time? I don't know. Yep. Mine might be a gremlin too. All right, fine. They're gremlins. They're like little gremlins. It's a very tiny human. She's also a very tiny human. Okay. All right. I think we've strayed a little far. I think we're good. I don't what are these people? Okay. All right. Well, turns out everything's a bit boring. So the package doesn't have that much removal. Yeah, because I guess your like Firefly's like your best bet, but let's go. Why do I even care about that? Why is this stuff on my? Okay, well that's ridiculous. All right, so. All right, let's talk. And then I have to go do parent-teacher meeting for my little gremlin to make sure that you like TCGs, what makes you want to see Ariana and Sabrina? Yeah, like I was like, never in my life have I ever looked up either one of those people. Like I actually had to read and be like, why is that on my feed right now? That's crazy. But I will not be here tomorrow because I have to work right now. I do have to get going because I have, again, a Gremlin parent-teacher conference. And, yeah, have a nice Gremlin enjoyer meeting. Yeah, that's on me. But tonight is the ICL, and I will be casting round 1 with Willow, I believe. So that'll be really, really fun. And that'll be at, I think, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be back later. Tomorrow I will not be back. And it's core. It's core. But let's take deep breaths. We'll get through it. We'll get through it together. We'll be good. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks so much, Jack. There you go. Why is it upside down? Oh my god, I can't. I have no idea why it's upside down. Thank you so much for the gift of subscription, and I will see you guys later tonight, and then I will see you again on Thursday. I'll see you guys on Thursday, and also tonight. I'll see you guys later. It's like one of those things where you're like leaving the room, and then you're like, okay, see ya, and then you walk the same direction, and you're like, oh god, okay, now this is awkward. But all right, I'll see you guys. Let's see, is there anybody to raid who's not doing mean things? Oh right, we're gonna raid Luke. That's what we're gonna do. Because he's playing Infinity with Rascal, and Rascal is playing my new favorite ink combination. Bye. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tonight and also tomorrow. And then also Friday. I'm always here. Always watching. Bye-bye.